So I'm back in the greenhouse again today, and I'm going to be planting all my garlic in trays because I haven't got ground ready at the moment at the allotment. So I'm at home in the greenhouse and we're going to plant in trays, which is something I don't normally do. I normally put it straight in the ground, but yeah, I'll turn you around and show you what I've got. Yep, so this is all my garlic that I've got here. I got some of it from the Malvern show and some of it from a local garden centre. You can really see the size difference between what you get at the garden centre, which is these little piddly ones, and what you get when you go to a show. These are massive in comparison, and yeah, really shows what you get. So if you ever do go to Malvern Autumn Show, then I would say that buying direct there is definitely a winner. I've also got this from the local garden centre, which is elephant garlic. I think I've got 8 cloves there. I'm starting new with all my garlic this year because it didn't do very well for me. So I didn't really get much to save. We just used what we had straight off, really. So just show you what ones I've got. So I've got these two are the same. They're Blanc de Lomaine. I think I'm saying that right. Then I've got Iberian Violet, Rose de Lautrec, which was recommended to me by the lady who had the store. She says that's the one she uses in most of her everyday cooking. Then from the garden centre, I've got 2 little bulbs of pink Germador and then 2 little bulbs of white Casablanca. So that's what we've got this year. I've got them written on a list here with what type of garlic they are as well, whether they're a soft neck or hard neck. So a soft neck is good for platting at the end when you harvest, and the hard neck garlic sends up these fabulous scapes which are delicious, and they send those up just before they're ready to be harvested as well. So I've got this size tray that I'm going to use for the smaller stuff, and then I've got this one here that I'm going to put the elephant garlic and then the larger stuff from Malvern Show in here. These are both container wise trays, and yeah, hoping that it doesn't take up too much room because I'm running out of space. I've got stuff up here. Some's grown from seed, and some of these bits from the garden, bought from the garden centre, and a lot of it needs to go out to the allotment ASAP. But I'm not up there today because it's incredibly windy, and yeah, I don't fancy being out there. And then I've got all these onions along here, so yeah, I'm running out of space. But yeah, there we go. What problems have I at this time of year? It's fantastic. My bucket of compost here. This is the last of the Melcourt Silver Grow compost that I've got this year, and it is really good stuff. I really like it. It's a bit clumpy at the bottom of the bag, but it breaks up really well. So yeah, it's a shame that's the last. That I have got another bag of compost. I've not tried it for sowing in. I've emptied them out on the allotment beds before, but yeah, we'll see how that goes when we get to it. So yeah, that's what I'm using. So I'm going to start with the elephant garlic. I've loaded the tray up with compost, done my labels, and yeah, these are massive. They're fantastic. So yeah, it's this end down, pointy end up. I'm just going to push them in to start with. Now if I was putting them in the ground, I'd put them right up to the tip like that, just so that just the pointy end is just showing, but I can plant them deeper when they go out in the ground at the allotment. So yeah, I just want to get them in. In fact, some of them are starting to root. Can you see the little root buds there? So these guys aren't going to take long to get going. Yeah. So that's those in. Then I'm going to go on to the Blanc de Lomaine. I'm going to break these up first and count how many cloves I've got, because I'm going to make a note on a little notepad here how many of each that I'm going to plant as well, just so I know later on. Yeah, let's try this. I'm going to try and break these up and see what's what. Yeah, so these individual cloves are a pretty good size as well. When you consider the garden centre ones that are that big, you know, there's no comparison, is there? So yeah, I just want to break them up so that I know roughly how many of each type I'm planting. I'm doing quite a lot of different garlics this year because I really want to get an idea of what works well in my area, just so that I can save my own again, and just try and get something that will produce the biggest bulbs, really. That one's a bit squishy. I don't know if I'll bother with that one, so I'll move that to one side. Yeah, yeah, it'd be really nice to get something that I know that will do really well in our area. So we're basically growing these on the edge of Dartmoor, really. That's where my allotment plot is. So it's quite exposed. The weather can get quite extreme. You know, it's very windy. We get a lot of rain here. A lot of people compare sort of this area to Wales. They say it's as wet as Wales, which I can believe. In fact, watching other people's videos in Wales, I think sometimes maybe we get more. Yeah, so I'm gonna get these ones in the middle aren't much cop either, so I don't think I'm going to bother with those. You can see that it's got some little mould spots on it, so I'm going to put those to one side and see what we've got. We're doing quite well here already with decent ones. There's a couple of really piddly ones that I might not use. Really want the biggest bulbs that you can get, so that they'll split and become really big cloves like these ones, really. Otherwise, you plant the small things like that, you get these garden centre type bulbs, which are teeny tiny. Right, there we go, that's done. So I've ended up with 20 of these cloves of Blanc de Lomaine, and luckily I've got 20 cells there, and I've got left over, I've got a couple of little fiddly things that aren't going to do too much, and two that looked a little bit dodgy and squishy that I'm not going to use. So that works out quite well. Just need to get these into the tray next. So I mean, some of them aren't far off the size of the small elephant garlic, really, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, just popping them in, and I'll do this with all of the garlic that I've got. Well, all the garlic's in. I've got quite a bit. I'm really happy. I want to try and grow as much as possible this year and just let them compete with each other just to see which one comes out best, so that maybe I'll have sort of 2-3 varieties that I really go for each year, and save and see what just doesn't really work for where we live. So this is what I've ended up with. Really chuffed with it. It's good. It's a good amount. So there we go. Got it all in there. Had a few little ones left over of the white Casablanca. Couldn't get them all in the big tray, so I've just got a little tiny one on the end there, just for now. But you can really see the size difference, can't you, from the supermarket garlic to the elephant garlic and the stuff that I got at the show. It's just, it really is incredible, the difference. And quite a lot of it is already sprouting as well when I took it apart, so that's really good that it's wanting to grow already. So yeah, really chuffed with that. I also want to say a massive thank you for the support that I've had, everyone that's reached out to me since I did my onion video, and I also did a post a while back on Instagram about the break-in at the allotment and the stuff that I've lost. So a few of you have messaged me over on Instagram and asked if there's anything they can do. The answer is probably not really, and they felt that they wanted to like give a donation, which you know, I don't really, you know, I don't need you guys to do that, but I have got my wish list on my videos for Amazon, so if anyone wanted to do a donation that way by buying something useful, is I don't know, I think it's mainly stuff that I get, like pet food and gerbil bedding, you know, that kind of thing, you know, dog food, books. There's lots of books on there, mostly reference ones for me and some for Nancy as well. And then there's the odd stuff on there for the allotment as well. So yeah, if anyone really did want to sort of donate in that way, then I think that's probably the best thing to do. And yeah, I mean, I personally just be really grateful if you like the video, subscribe, maybe put a comment, you know, or just, you know, a smiley face in the comments section. That would really help grow the channel, you know, so that would be amazing too. So yeah, I don't expect to take money off you, but thank you anyway. Thank you for the offer. Yeah, well, that's it for this video. I've got some more stuff that really needs to go in, so, and I've got a heck of a lot of tidying up to do on the allotment, so another video will be coming up very shortly of trying to tackle that. Just want this wind to subside before I go up there and try my hand at tidying up. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye.